book.
Yeah.
Ready to go now
Third period.
140 pounds, Darren Kime of Line Mountain High School, District 4, and Russ Hughes of Benton High School, District 4.
Now, before you give this match to Hughes, Darren Kime and Russ Hughes have wrestled twice. And Hughes won the District 4 title by a 12-8 decision and the regional by 7-4. But Russ Hughes is a tournament title wrestler. So Kime really has to take it all out.
Hughes is the wrestler with the orange jersey. The orange jersey, Benton High School,
and he'll be on top.
32-0.
He'll be on top this period. He's the champion last year. I neglected to tell folks that. He was a runner-up 2 years ago and was a champion last year with his brother. He'll be up next. The dynamic duo from Benton High.
There you see from Line Mountain High School, their coaching staff, Dennis Erdman and his assistant. The official on the mat is Bruce Hasselreg from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And the assistant is Bill Constantine of Uniontown.
He's the Constantine assistant. He's been the assistant 3 times.
1:09 left, first period. And again,
here's the takedown by Hughes, Larry.
Darts right in on a leg that pulls back, but he continued in after
1
it.
minute, 7 seconds
and
left, first
works
period,
his way
top man
behind and is in control, and his supporting points are still on the mat. And here we're hearing a cheer for Benton. B-E-N-T-O-N.
No change, easy.
Part of the big group here today of 7,500 plus fans in attendance at the PIAA Championships. Many a great wrestler has walked out of this place, going on and won the Nationals. Trying to get an ear fall on a so-called cheapie, but he's rolling through.
Just the 1 count, no back points, no back points.
No back points.
We're out. Good job.
38 seconds left in the first period, a 2-0 lead.
Nelson Fritz and his assistant coaching for Benton today.
Russ Hughes is a senior, Kime a junior.
Okay, top.
One of the few years, Marv, in looking at that entire lineup, there is no sophomores or freshmen in the finals in the AA.
Interesting point, Larry.
Easy, we're out.
There are a lot of them coming, though, in those lower weights in the constants.
There'll be 3 sophomores that will be wrestling in the AAAs that will follow over many of these same stations.
And yes, folks,
okay, top
Colat will be back next year.
He might improve a little, give him another year under his belt.
Work up, work up.
Might improve a little.
I have a feeling he'll have his 100th be pretty early on.
That must be an interesting feeling when you take a look at the bracket. You come down to the state tournament, you're a successful wrestler from someplace, and you say, which bracket? You don't ask where you are, you ask where's Colat. Because you know if you're there with him, you got to beat him at some point. It's just you hope you beat him later.
Well, I knew he was good, but when he took a third in the prestigious Midland tournament against all those college wrestlers, that did it. Benton wrestler still maintaining control as the first period is about to end.
But Kime has been working hard. He just has a little extra gas here right now. He wants this younger guy not getting quite able to get it into gear yet.
Red?
I want to mention, Marv, there was a nice article on Thursday in USA Today about wrestling. And the article was headlined out of Bethlehem, PA. USA Today came in and covered the Northeast Regionals, which were held at Liberty High. And it was great for wrestling to get that kind of coverage nationally, and good for the Lehigh Valley and for the state of Pennsylvania, where the writer spoke highly of the great wrestlers from Pennsylvania. Good article in USA Today this past Thursday.
We need more articles about wrestling.
Yes, we do. The sport must be marketed, and unfortunately, we don't have a marketing committee to do it.
One of the hardest parts of this time of the year is that you have an enormous tournament with tremendous efforts by excellent athletes that you see here in the wrestling in both AA and AAA in this great state. And if it doesn't have a net up at either end, it seems that, it doesn't pay.
But there's testimonials here with 7,500 fans to come in. It's unbelievable.
Well, I don't, you know, as I just gaze around the Hershey Park Arena, very few empty seats. There are a few at each end,
and those
here
people
and there.
are,
But
those people are out getting something to drink.
Yeah.
Or ice cream, Mr. Siegel.
yeah, we're talking
Hershey ice
sellout.
cream. Control still rests with the Benton grappler, Russ Hughes. And we got a stalemate.
Stalemate.
Referee Hasselwig says we are going nowhere.
Keep working, guys.
He's with the, I believe, with the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown in
Good
administrative
action. Keep work.
capacity.
Keep work.
Always into the match, encouraging the wrestlers, talking to them, and letting them know exactly where they stand in the match.
You are quite right. Bruce is the Associate Dean at University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. 18 years of officiating. This is his 11th year here in the States.
Guys born and raised in Barnesboro don't fail to learn much about where they live.
You're all right.
Control still maintained.
Oh,
And we go off the mat. We may get an injury,
I don't know.
but I don't think so. He just shrug it off and come back in.
He's got a little, one of those little, where's my breath? I got it. Time is really a gamer, though. I don't think he's tried here today. He's up against the guy who's really, at this point, very confident, exercising all the capacities that a senior trying to move A can make.
Come on, let's go.
And following AA and AAA, the PIAA sets a rule as to when you can be AA or AAA. The criteria,
Watch the shoulder. Okay.
as we come within 30 seconds of the end of the second period, and the Benton wrestler maintaining control, is that they add up we have an injury, add up the total number of male students in grades 9, 10, and 11.
Stay down, stay down.
If that total exceeds 282, then you're into AAA. I do want to mention the other inductees, Dr. Kenny Cox, a former classmate of mine, actually at Liberty High School. Kenny and I used to do it up in the gym when he was a sophomore and I was a junior. And then Mike DiAgostino, Don Humes, who's coming in as a coach, Rod Lobb, Grover McLaughlin, an old friend of mine, coming in as a contributor, Larry Ross, another contributor, Marshall Policcio. I never did get it right, and I said to him the other night, and he forgave me.
There's a nice move by Kime, but he's got himself a real horse to wrestle. That was a good move. He came up under, hooked the leg, tried to elevate out.
Chooses defense.
Hughes just bowled him over, strength and quickness.
And then, of course, Mike Smith comes in as a contributor who's been well involved in wrestling and wrestling equipment and serving as chairman of a lot of areas of wrestling. And Terry Williams, a former wrestler at Bald Eagle Nittany.
Third and final period, a 2-0 lead for Russ Hughes of Benton High School, looking to become the second Benton wrestler to cop a title in the AA class. Tom Yorko having been the first back at 112.
Reversal, making the score 4-0.
Tough guy to use a crab ride on. He's got so much hip leverage and such great upper body strength. It's just tough to do.
Nice roll attempt to escape. Still 4-0.
You're down.
Here's a reversal, Larry.
Just lift that leg up. Got to get his hip out. There, it's out. Now it's just a matter of bridging back, and with the help of a little camera speed, he moved through quickly.
One of the things I've noticed about Hughes, and Chuck Bednarik and I were talking about this before the championship started. Take a look at the leg strength that Hughes has, and you'll see where part of this comes from. You know, you look, I've seen wrestlers around here all weekend, and a lot of them do not have leg development. This man does.
Don't jump.
1 minute and 11 to go. 4-1 lead for Russ Hughes over Darren Kime. Hughes from Benton, Kime from Line Mountain.
Pushing for a little action. Hughes is in on that single, but they go out of bounds.
Take his. No, but they want you. Easy. All right. We're neutral.
There you see Bob Lombardi, who is the tournament director, who once again has done a splendid job handling this tournament for the PIAA.
Bob says, do you want a better side? He's talking to us before the match about the old custom of his family. He's got uncles and aunts who live to be 94, 96. They have bread and olive oil every day and fine wine. That's what he said, that the old custom.
Well, an interesting thing about that, Marvin, was in a restaurant in San Francisco not too long ago when we asked for margarine in an Italian restaurant because didn't want butter. They say, we don't use margarine, you put olive oil on the bread. And that's how you keep healthy, and we've done it ever since.
Yeah. 23 seconds left. The takedown, making
Absolutely.
it 6-1.
Keep it clean.
And defending champion Hal has a 5-point lead with 18 seconds left. First of the Hughes brothers to come out on the mat.
All right, we got 18 seconds. Relax, it's tied a shoestring. Okay.
Talk about the Pittsburgh Press Wrestling Classic, Marv, coming up March 30 at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse in Pittsburgh.
One of the greatest things in amateur wrestling.
No.
It's that classic, and I think, interestingly, Ron Garrison, who's with the Brotherhood of Wrestling and worked very, very hard, has been around here throughout this tournament advocating that classic. You can't do better, as Hughes salutes a great crowd of Benton supporters. They really back it up when you're from Benton.
And defends his title and wins the second championship.
Beats Kime for the third time, but Kime is a gamer, and he knows he's got the tough cookie here.
And the awards now will